Check them out here on Ironic Radio Network, 8-Bit Bros. That's number 8. Then bit. Then bros. One word. I strongly encourage you to stay tuned for that. And if you want, they also have a Facebook page and a much better live show. Anyway, 8-Bit Bros, 8 p.m., Ironic Radio Network.
It's 8 o'clock, and you know what that means.
Oh, what up, people? Welcome back to another episode of the 8-Bit Bros. It is the late edition, a.k.a. Thirsty Thursday. This is not a kid-friendly show. Adult language, adult content. Do the right thing, people. Put your kids in the closet.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, how do you like that, buddy? How does that feel?
Oh, God.
How does that feel?
I'm listening to 8-Bit Bros. I'm listening to 8-Bit Bros.
Yeah. Ghost Bangers. It's Thursday. Like Ren said, Thirsty Thursday. The Late Show, 8-Bit Bros. Center box gets a square.
What up, people?
Yep, to the left, me, Web Boy. To the right, 846 miles south, the one and only Thumpin' Loud. And I'm sure any minute lower you will be back. Any minute.
Quite potentially.
Positive of it.
Yo.
Positive of it.
How things been since Tuesday, fellas?
Busy.
Good, I haven't stopped drinking.
All right.
It's like a birthday celebration constantly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit, I never took that thing out of my trunk. I had a new umbrella
Nice.
for the outside.
Yeah, where'd you steal it from?
TRH.
One more time?
TRH. Texas Roadhouse. Fireball.
Whee!
Couldn't help it. Had to have it. Had to have it.
That's good you were able to negotiate it away from them at a fair price, I'm sure.
Yeah, I didn't pay much for it at all.
It's always a good thing.
Pay much for it at all. No, things have been good since Tuesday. It's been a interesting 2 days. Debate yesterday was interesting, if anybody watched it.
Nope.
Oh, for 2.5 minutes, all you could do is stare at Pence's head with this fly on it.
Oh, yeah, that's the running Twitter.
I heard about it.
That's the running Twitter handle all day today. Hashtag fly Pence.
Well,
the only thing I really heard was that Kamala played the role of Donald Trump and just kept interrupting Pence all night.
It was a very long-winded
Did she ever answer?
more traditional style of a debate. I watched it again today, because I caught a little bit going into work yesterday, like 2/3 of it, and
Right.
then I watched it again today. And I mean, I don't know. I'm one of those third party people now that just wants to sit from the outside, and I can't even say a third party person. I just want something else other than what I'm watching.
Yeah.
They're they're doing the same thing. Like Pence had his ability to just straight talk, like
He was good though.
just
He didn't
straight
stop.
talk, and our moderator again
It was
seemed
almost
very.
bad the presidential election.
Well, no,
debate.
nowhere near. It's a more traditional
what a-
style of a debate. I agree that that was definitely not two old men yammering at each other. Is not what we watched this time. It was a debate, a solid, good debate, but it was also the same tactic that you saw very misused and mishandled by Trump in the presidential election, in the presidential debate. I mean, it was. Uh, Over explain, another weak moderator. I think that's another downfall to what we've seen. I thought
Oh,
she
yeah.
was still a weak moderator, that like she would.
She had so many
Okay,
opportunities.
senator. Okay, senator. Okay, senator. Okay, okay, Mr.
Right.
Vice President. Okay, Mr. Vice President. Okay, Mr. Vice President. Like you just, that's all you heard, but it was very softly spoken as both of them continued to just talk over her.
I mean, they should have like a buzzer when
That's
they.
the problem.
You
Well,
know?
yeah, like I said, I think it was another weak moderator.
And she
So
had
that's
such.
not making this. That's not making it anything to watch. You know,
She,
Yeah.
as
she
well.
had such. She had such good abilities to extend the conversations and never did. She could have
Boring as
tried
hell.
to have forced them to actually answer questions. Kamala, Kumula, whatever the fuck.
I mean,
I mean,
everybody had their
Chameleon.
dodges. Everybody had their dodges. Like I said, speaking from the outside of it in, because I definitely don't stand with either of these two parties currently in their format. That that it everybody did their job. Like this was a very like I said, and I can't say it any cleaner, traditional style of debate that
Yes.
it's VPs. It didn't raise a lot of eyebrows. It really shaded from both of what either of them are trying to throw shade at each other for. They avoided both of they both strategically evaded questions that came in that were targeted to be against them. I mean, but it was the same thing. Like, I still saw Pence out there just running until he was done, or
And then-
until he conceded, and then not for anything. I mean, Kamala was doing the same stuff. I mean, she'd go over her issues, and
I don't think she ever answered a question.
no, but it was a shit match, man.
Yeah.
It was a shit match, another shit match. But like I said, it was not the ranting and craziness that we saw with the presidential debate.
Now, from the outside looking in, because that's the approach I took from it. I'm going to watch this, and I am not a supporter of anybody.
Well,
so
I mean, but
I
you
take-
already have a horse in the race, so it's hard to pull yourself
I know.
completely out of your own
Yes.
bias. So
Yes, this is very
that's
true. But I will say, I think Pence did a way better job than Kamala did. I think, from looking, trying to look at it from the outside.
well, I get you, but that also is almost confirmation of like your biases too, though, by the fact that like you
true.
just feel that he was that way. So it's not a if you
She
just
was a fucking.
believe-
She was nothing more than a meme maker, though, man. The pictures and the fucking facial expressions the memes I've seen today are just downright hysterical.
Well, I noted I was watching somebody who lives in California on Twitch that went live to watching the debates, and
Right.
within the very first instances of it, you saw the same of what both of these campaigns have been anyway, and that's attacking the other person's whatever detrimental piece that they want to grab hold of. and being like, I want to talk about how much of a piece of shit this person is, or how shitty they handle this type of thing.
Right.
And neither one of them really addressed or try to talk about what they are going to do,
Right.
what they stand for and will do, and anything like that. It's a very sad display of politics for me. Like
Politics, politics.
yeah, it's very sad to actually have to sit back and watch. And
I should have labeled the show something else besides I'm speaking.
yeah,
Yeah, I could have done this one right here. I'll drop it in here into Slack. Oh,
maybe after 2 hours from now when it finally decides to open up.
there we go. I don't stop it. So immediately after the debate, well, actually before the debates, the Biden campaign turned around and said, "Bah, fuck this. We're just going to start with our schmear campaigns and schmear commercials and attack."
Is the
I think-
political philosophy nowadays?
I think Facebook's the only place where you can see any of these ads. I don't think Google's running any of them, and Facebook, obviously, they'll stop running them a week before the elections. But as soon as the debate was over, the Biden camp came up with their own new slogan, "Truth over Flies," and released a fly swatter not 20 minutes after the debate was over.
Excellent.
It's already sold out.
Of course it is. Yeah, like I had missed that part going to work.
Yeah, that was late in the debate.
So, but like I said, I rewatched it and I saw that and I was like, oh, wow, and he did stick around for a while too. You know, it's not like a fly that just flew in and was like, oh shit, I am on TV and flew the fuck out. No, this motherfucker came for Star Search. Like it came, it put on its show, it fucking, and then it left. So it was a unique moment, and I'm surprised he couldn't see it in the like plexiglass, because I could see his head very well in the plexi, and so if I could see it really well, he had to be able to see it really well.
You would think so, right?
You would imagine that.
And he kept, the whole time he kept making eye contact with Kamala. He kept looking at her, which I thought the two of them had great presence. And
They were very professional with each other when it really came down to it. Like it was a solid format debate, but it was also same strategy used and not well executed in the presidential debate.
I even think he was when he congratulated her on pulling the nomination for VP. I thought that was a nice, touching moment.
What do you mean? You mean when he further congratulated her, as he highlighted that he had already given her a call and had congratulated her on the nomination for VP?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he
It was nice for
he
him.
spread the mustard on that one for sure. I mean,
I just thought it was nice. I mean, you're never going to hear Trump going, "Wow, congratulations for trying to run up against me." He'll never say that. But Pence was very well spoken.
it was what he does, man.
Kamala was well spoken also.
It's what he does, though. It's definitely a Pence thing. I mean, I've got it. Like I said, I got a gentleman that I've been talking with at work, and me and him were really excited when we got to work. We saw each other on different trucks, and he was like, "Yo, I hope we get on a truck tonight." He was like, "You saw that, right?" I was like, "Yeah." So we. Hello, Audio Dungeon.
Ooh. Somehow I
Audio
forgot.
Dungeon. Huh?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're in 8-bit chat.
Hey, we support them, so
I am well.
good to see them here.
Yep.
Good to see them here. Welcome.
But I mean, again, like I say, it was more traditional, but at the same time, I think the debate tactics that are being used and what they're doing is a tactic. With the over talking and the overrunning, like it is a debate principle to try and assume the conversation and just dominate it in that fashion. So I'm disappointed that we're not getting to see full representation for all of the people that are on the ballot. I think if you're on the ballot everywhere, then you deserve to be able to speak on the platform for that available position.
I absolutely agree. I would love to know what the stance is of some of these other candidates running for.
Yeah, we lump them into third party, but I mean there are multiple
fucking
parties out
six.
there, that are interested in trying to
You
offer
know?
up their opinions. And some of them are probably ludicrous, but we should probably hear them out. There might be some good shit in there. Might wake up some people to do some other shit. There might be a really good idea brewing in one of these other groups.
Right? And I think they should be represented.
Well, especially when you look at this time, just with the presidential and VP for someone to get on all 50 states and the Puerto Rican ballot.
Yeah.
With Joe Jorgensen,
Puerto Rican, huh?
they should definitely be on the stage. Like it's one of those, her and her VP should definitely be in contention here to at least get their opinions out there over these debate questions. I mean, we saw how many people ran for the Democratic Party, and we saw when they did their debates, they managed to get more than two people on the stage to share these opinions. So, I mean, I don't see where it would have really hurt anything for the American people to just be able to at least get to hear the voice.
I don't disagree with you at all. I mean, they're entitled to space on the stage. They do that for the primaries.
Right. Even though your third parties still aren't getting recognition in those areas either. I mean, the low ticket ballot is very, very hard. Like your local politics are very, very divided into like right and left.
Also, for you people out there who are mailing in your votes, remember to vote. Check when they need to be mailed in by.
Yes.
A lot of states have cutoff dates of October 15th for your ballot to be counted.
Yeah.
On election day.
Isn't that a little too soon?
Well, you got to have 200 million fucking ballots coming in.
Yeah,
okay, I get it.
Time to count them. That shit's, counted by hand.
Yeah. I mean, the 15th is only a week away.
Exactly. So if you've got your ballot sitting on your table like I do, make sure to fill it out and mail it in, or go drop it off in one of them shiny, brand new.
I'll be happy when this is over.
Election mailboxes.
Yeah, I'll be glad when the election process part of this is over. I mean, who knows what the fuck we're going to continue to do on the other end of this. I mean, you got some conspiracy theorists that say, all right, so if Biden wins, the coronavirus disappears the next day.
Well, we know that's not going to happen. Those people are fucking stupid.
I'm with you over there, Fairweather. I am also going to be voting in person. Now, I'm going to vote early because I'm not going to vote on the day, but I am going to go to a polling station and submit my ballot in person. So,
Audio Dungeon guys, you got a good show. Ren turned me on to it. I tune in. I watch him share it all out. I wish I could go vote in person, but I can't.
Y'all don't have the availability.
No, it's mail-in only. Now, the polling stations will be open election day.
Right.
And if you go and drop off your ballot, it won't be counted until the 10th. So we have no choice, absolutely no choice but to mail in. And in New Jersey, I know it's April 15th. Got to be postmarked by April 15th, where there's a very good chance your vote won't be counted on election night.
You mean October?
Of course.
October, yes. I'm sorry.
I was like, your tax lineage just showed up there with your April.
Was it April? I thought it was. I don't know. My fucking brain today. But yeah, you got to vote. Got to vote. Especially all you people who are not voting for the two-party system. Fucking vote. Get it in. Vote. Make a statement.
Yeah, it's got to be a decent impact. I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, let's get some Ross Perot numbers. It gets 13% taken away from the two-party system. That'd be great.
You're the boss and I'm Ross.
I mean, I would like to see more, but I can't see that happening without the ad campaign and floor space.
Yeah, I think the dedicated floor space would be.
Yeah, I think it's a shame. I think it's a travesty that.
I mean, the Democratic Party put out 20 people on the stage and paid for that event to happen. So,
Yep.
I mean,
Excuse me. This beer is kind of thick.
oh yeah. And what is it again you're drinking?
A Paca Blanca, an India Pale Ale.
I wasn't a fan of that at all. You gave me one of those.
That's a Shebin.
Shebeen.
New England.
I'm not a giant fan of their beers to begin with.
Yeah, me neither.
But
A little
But
full in the mouth, is it?
Yeah, it's
all of their beers are that way.
No,
all
no.
of their beers have this mouthfeel that's like
John Beer was an excellent beer.
I didn't have. That was all right.
That was an
He was
excellent.
like,
It was
hold
alright.
on, hold on. Let me get it."
It was all right.
It
Let's
was an
not go
excellent
excellent.
Pale Ale. It was an excellent beer. At least they didn't use fucking Citra in it. But
Very good beer.
pre-show, Thump, you mentioned to me about downloading Genshin Impact. News came out today after we reported it Tuesday. There are no plans, no plans to bring that game to the Xbox Series X.
Yeah, well, there's
As of right now, there are no plans to bring it to future console. Their focus is going to be what they're releasing it on now.
yeah, which is PlayStation,
Right.
PC, and mobile.
Yes.
Right.
They are,
There was just like one or two articles that did come out around that said that you may see it on the future.
Yeah. Right now, they have no plans, and this is coming straight from their developers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it'll be there, but not day one, and not anytime soon. Their focus is on the platforms they have, upgrading their rosters, character rosters,
Oh,
and of course, content, new missions specific to characters, which I kind of dig in a video game. If I choose this character, I'm going to get these missions, but if I choose that character, I'm going to get those missions. I kind of like
yeah,
that.
that would be something that would be cool to it.
Yeah, that is cool. And of course, side quests is where they're, and side quests and adding another city into the game.
Yeah, we
So-
knew there was probably another city coming. Side quest is definitely something that would
Right
be really
there.
nice because, like, you kind of find yourself getting to a point and then having to like wait.
Yep. What's the score of the Yankee game? Still 2-1?
2-1, but now it's runners on first and second, and it was a 4-pitch walk. Oh, what?
Yeah, Luke Voigt hit a home run in the first, I believe.
Well, he's not the home run champ this year for nothing.
This is true.
Yeah, I know. It's not much of it, but not much of a season for home runs. But hey, look, seeing this, I'll take anything we can get.
Yeah, well, he was a little absent for a while. Braves kicked the shit out of the Marlins this afternoon.
Yeah,
Kicked the
too
shit out.
bad.
The Astros beat up on the Athletics.
Yeah.
To
But they cheated, though. Remember, they cheated.
yeah, I don't really want to see them in the World Series again. I know a lot of people out there wanted like third time's a
They'll
charm.
cheat their way in.
Astros, fuck that. Fuck the Astros. Anyway, they beat up on them 11-6.
Okay.
That clinches, right? That's 3-1.
That's 3-1. They clinched.
That's clinched.
Yeah.
That's okay. So they're moving on. Fantastic.
Okay, is that a double play? No.
So that
It
puts
is.
the American League Championship Series against the winner of the Tampa Bay Yankees series.
So we're gonna have to face Houston if we win this. Ugh, great.
Atlanta swept. I'd like to
Yeah.
see Atlanta versus Dodgers. I'd like to see
I'd
Dodgers.
like to see that. I would like to see Atlanta Dodgers in the NLCS.
Yeah, I'd
I
like to
really
see
would.
sweep tonight so that on the opposite side of the fucking bracket there in the National League.
And not for nothing,
At 2 teams.
I would like to see Kershaw get a ring. I really would.
Oh, fuck Kershaw. Fuck Kershaw. I
No
mean,
thanks, he's not my type.
I get your point. I get your point. I mean, the guy was what, 5-time Cy Young winner, 3-time Cy Young winner.
Yeah.
But and he's late in his career where he ain't got much left in the tank.
No.
So it would be nice. I mean, maybe it is a Dodgers year. Who knows? Maybe they can only do it in a shortened season. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm just a little upset there. Some of these other teams got knocked out, like the fucking Cubs losing to Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's-
and 2-game sweep too. I mean, and then what
That
happens?
was disgusting.
Miami gets their ass kicked 3 straight. I think the Cubs versus
Good.
Atlanta would have been a way better series.
apparently
Wait.
not the way the Cubs have been playing. So
Well, that is true. They were kind of desolate towards the late run of the season. I mean, you know that. We know
All
betting them. I was betting them like crazy. Anyway, for the Astros, that is their
Smart.
4th straight American League championship. Congratulations, you fucking cheaters.
congratulations, I'm not happy.
The one football game has been moved to Tuesday. What game did I say that was?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
that is Tennessee.
Yes, Tennessee.
Oh,
which,
okay.
which I'm very surprised at. I wonder how many players they're going to have to pull up off their practice squad.
Because 20 people within the organization have now tested positive. And it's not
Yeah.
the good thing
First
is
Tuesday
it's not,
game in
it's
4
not
years.
20 it's not 20 players at least.
No, it's only like 8
No.
players or 9 players.
Yeah. I mean
Staff and coaches.
Yeah, and there's like 11 staff members.
People, use your common sense. You know you should be congregating around wherever and holding practices in an undisclosed area. What is your freaking
the
problem?
investigation is definitely afoot on that. It's going to be interesting to see what
Yeah.
happens with the NFL and the NFLPA with Tennessee's unauthorized practice sessions.
Not only that, but allegedly they went out to a fucking bar too. Don't know the truth of that. What I'm really more shocked at was, NFL coming out and saying, that's it. We're fucking done with you with your masks and not wearing masks and all this bullshit that you're doing. And the next time you pull some shit like this, we're just going to make you forfeit the game. So make them forfeit this game. Make them fucking take the L.
Yeah, they might have to.
That's what I thought. That sends a clear fucking message. The NFL and Players Association, a bunch they're just jerking each other off. Okay, the NFL is all pissed off at the coaches and fining them. You're not wearing masks. Anybody watch football? Oh yeah, we all do. Okay, great. So when the players fucking come off the field, nobody puts a mask on.
Right.
How come only the coach has to wear a mask? I'm thinking to myself, if
That make a lot of sense.
if I go to the sidelines and I take my helmet off, I better put on a fucking mask.
Exactly.
But that doesn't seem to be a problem in the NFL. It seems to be, a problem that the coach isn't wearing it when, I don't know, 60% of the game, you watch the sidelines, what's the coach doing?
Yelling.
He's got his fucking play card in front of his mouth. I mean, his play card's in his face. I mean, he's fucking covered as it is anyway. I just don't get it. I don't understand what the NFL is trying to do. You've got all these other organizations bubbling up. I mean, basketball said, fuck it. We're just going to pay Disney. Disney can't have people down there. We're just going to pay them to take over their fucking 13-court basketball fucking extravaganza that they have.
Right.
And bubble everybody up for 2.5 months. Can't leave. You go to the all-star fucking hotel where food will be delivered to you. You got a phone. You can use the phone. You got internet, so you can fucking Skype or G-Chat or whatever the fuck you want to use.
That was the one thing. That was the one thing. The one thing that was stated about the NFL deciding to go ahead with their season and what their plans were, and other organizers of professional sports said, NFL, this is not going to work if you don't bubble.
Yeah. I mean, even baseball. Okay, baseball got
It's kind of hard to bubble, though. I mean, 30 teams playing in the same day. I mean, how do you do it?
Yeah, it's virtually impossible for the NFL.
Thank you.
You can't go to Disney because they don't have the football capacity like they do with baseball or The
You could have went to
and
Texas. Texas has got enough football fields around.
well, sure, you got
That's true.
3 professional and about 20 fucking college. You could have went to California too. There's 3 baseball stadiums there.
Did you see what they announced? Patriots games being played Monday, Titans games being played Tuesday. Whoever the Titans are playing was supposed to play on Thursday. Now that game is moving to Sunday.
Yeah.
And there's either not going to be a
Alright.
Thursday game or they're going to slot somebody else into Thursday.
It's just
All right. All
that's-
right.
I don't know. Me and Ren are kind of chuckling because we're like, all right, so what happens if COVID starts popping up all over the place?
This is exactly what did I say to you today, Webb? I need Tannehill this week. Or
Yeah.
I said it in one of our chats the other day. Now my
Tannehill.
backup QB for fantasy might not be playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just see this starting to steamroll, considering throughout the country, including in our lovely state, numbers are starting to increase, which means it's only a matter of time before it hits
Question.
every other team in the league. And what do you do then? Do you just pause the season? Do you shit can the season, which they're not going to do because they're going to lose a ton of money,
Right.
or they're going to have to pay a ton of money back to the advertisers that have already paid them for advertising for the season. Like, this is one giant quagmire of shit that I don't really think they thought through.
Well, no.
Well, which is why I
Quagmire.
never had any faith, and why I didn't run any of our fantasy leagues this year, because I didn't want to collect money from everyone to have to pay it back.
Yeah, I know what you're saying there.
Right.
Yeah, what a nightmare for this one. I mean,
NFL's never going to cancel or shorten the season. Period. I know
You're
there
going
was
to lengthen the
No.
season. You're going to end up playing the Super Bowl
in
in
Feb-
like
April.
March
Yeah, March or
or
April.
April.
What's wrong with that?
Allegedly,
Nobody's going to care about it anymore.
allegedly,
Everyone's going to be
Sure.
over it,
Yeah.
and the sentiment about it, especially once we go through an election and the
Yeah.
quagmire of shit that's going to go on with the election, and going through all the virus shit again, people are not going to care. They're going to be more concerned about getting the fuck out again than they are going to be about watching the Super Bowl on TV, especially if you play it in like April when it's just starting to get nice out.
with another Titans
Yeah,
play,
that's gonna ruin the XFL too.
and it's multiple secret workouts, not just the one that we all thought. It's multiple.
oh yeah, multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm not surprised.
Several unauthorized practices.
Yeah, they're well over the 20-player mark now. 2 more,
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing here. You're a bunch of dicks. I mean, isn't this that was the Vikings who were on the party boat, right? It wasn't the Titans. Can't remember. Anyway,
Right.
and you said Tannenhill ran. Is that the Dynasty League?
No. Dynasty League, we have Rogers and we're 0 for so far this year. We're getting slaughtered.
I know. I looked.
We're just getting slaughtered.
Yeah.
You gotta remember the
And
old
there's
days
nothing we can
called
do about it.
Sophie
There's
that
nobody
shut
out there. We have no contract years. We have money, but we have no contract years.
Yeah.
I was at the doctor when the draft happened, so it auto drafted us. That's why we ended up with Edelman.
Ugly shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Edelman and 2 kickers.
Fantastic. Where do you have Tannenhill?
In my work league.
Well, I'm going to give you a piece of advice right now.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me go to ESPN. Let me see if they're available.
Well, no, I can't tell you who, but I'm going to tell you right now. Go look for another quarterback and drop Tannenhill, because they're going to.
Back.
There's talks about him not fucking being what he is, moving around, not there looking, thinking. Same thing over in Miami. If anybody is carrying the fucking, you're gonna see Tia Tova next week. Mark my words.
Yeah.
Mark my words. Tia Tuatova starts next week.
Right.
Because Fitzmagic is Fitz tragic.
It's
Yeah.
tragic.
going in another one of those cycles.
Yep. And I don't think they're going to wait it out like other teams did, and bench him for a game and then bring him back. I mean, Tiatuva, Tova, Tijuana. Kid needs
You want to dance?
kid
Yeah,
needs
yeah.
to start sooner or later.
Yep.
Kid needs to start sooner or later.
All right, here are my options for quarterback. Teddy Bridgewater, Jimmy Garoppolo, Justin Herbert,
Oh God.
Just got named the
Derek
starter.
Carr,
No, Herbert's made some crazy numbers. No.
Derek Carr,
no.
Philip Rivers,
No.
Nick Foles, Drew Lock, Tua Tagovailoa,
Tiatua Tova.
Do a
whatever.
tag.
Mitch Trubisky, which
Right.
him and Nick Foles are on waivers till next Wednesday, so they're not available.
Trubisky's benched anyway. He's done. His career's over.
Loser.
Yeah, he's done. Foles is the starting quarterback, and that's going to be a fucking mistake too.
So I guess I'm either gonna go with Teddy or Jimmy G.
I like Teddy personally. I
Yeah,
think
Teddy,
Go
Teddy's
with
not a
Jimmy
bad option.
G.
I think you're
I
going
don't
to.
know. When I compared him, he's thrown a shit ton of fucking interceptions this year.
Yes, 4 tough games, and the schedule lightens up for him, and he's starting.
Yeah, but Jimmy G is playing against Miami, bro.
Jimmy G playing? Is he starting? Is he
I
playing?
don't know. He's questionable.
Yeah. He's hurt. He's been hurt. He got hurt week 1. And then played.
Garoppolo ankle was limited participant in Thursday's practice. Garoppolo appeared to participate in his second consecutive limited practice without a brace
Without.
or extra padding on his right ankle.
Limited, though.
The starting quarterback has one more opportunity to prove his health at practice before the 49ers tag him with an official injury designation for Sunday's game against the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Third straight game, the team would have to decide between Nick Mullins and C.J. Beathard.
Bethard. Yeah. Last time the Niners
All
played,
right.
they lost.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go with Teddy.
I would grab him and put him in there. I mean, I don't know what's going on over there with your boy.
So the problem is I already have their running back. So that means I would be stacking a running back with a quarterback.
That's not a bad deal. Tampa Bay's up 3-0 over Chicago. Tampa Bay will win that game tonight and cover the over. Or, excuse me, cover the points. That game's going to go over, too. What's the over and under? 44? Yeah, hello. At least I think it's going to go over. But don't listen to me. I made that mistake the other day, and Kansas City couldn't score points for 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Field goal game, that was.
Yep, I saw that early on. I was like, well, I can tell what this is already.
Yep.
Yeah.
The notorious Kick'em.
Yeah, it was a weird game. It's definitely a weird game. But, so.
I mean, the game right now is kind of slowly petering along.
Yeah, it seems to be back and forth here. I'm watching the. I'm not watching the game. I'm just watching the tracking on it, and you can watch the game on Fox, NFL Network, or Amazon tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you could probably also watch it in your Yahoo Fantasy Sports app.
Mm-hmm. I'm currently watching it through the NFL Network app for mobile.
There you go.
I got it on Fox.
Multiple ways to watch football. And what really sucks is these blackouts are fucking stupid. I cannot believe there's
So with the blackout rule, huh? I don't believe it. In this day and age, so with the blackout rule.
I have, like, last night I'm at a restaurant and I'm watching the fucking Oakland game, okay? Because I bet the Oakland game.
Yeah.
And I'm watching the game. I'm in a restaurant, sitting with my friends, having dinner. And, the Yankee game's going to start. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't put it on my phone. Blacked out. Because I live in Yankee territory. I can't watch the game anywhere but on the television.
Right. Where was the restaurant?
Texas Roadhouse, but I was in a spot where I had no access to the TVs.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was trying to change the channel on the TV, but I
I
couldn't
think I tried that once over there.
gain access to it. and it wasn't even close enough to watch. It's like stupid. I mean, it's the playoffs. Be able to watch it. Run your fucking commercials everywhere. It's not like there's tailored commercials anymore. You know, it's not like it's fucking 4:00 in the morning and I gotta watch a commercial for Sansone Auto instead of a Chevy commercial.
Right.
Right.
You know, they don't do that in prime time, so why not just fucking let it play? Let it play where people can watch. Okay, sports viewing is down. NFL's a fucking disaster. I guarantee you, less than 1 million people are watching this game tonight. Isn't that what it was last week? 1 share, lowest ratings ever. I don't know. It's all
Well,
fun.
you have a good game here, though, so it can't be that bad.
No, it's Tom Brady and the New England Buccaneers.
You know, they're both 3-1, so at least it's a fairly good game for a Thursday.
True. It's probably the only good game on the schedule for Thursday night looking forward.
Right.
Also, conveniently, being the first time Nick Foles and Tom Brady have played each other since the Super Bowl.
True that. Both playing for different teams.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. Broncos Pats move to Monday. Bills Titans to Tuesday. Ren said that earlier.
4 years.
Reiterating it. So we've got a Tuesday game. That's going to fuck up my parlays. I'm sure they've been canceled already.
Did they say he was going to cover it, though?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I guess whoever had the rights to that.
Ren, you mentioned Haybert on your waiver wires. He's been named the starting quarterback.
Justin Herbert.
Herbert. Depends if you're French. It's Herbert.
I like it.
Or-
I like Haybert.
Herbert. Or
Herbert.
Herbert. Or if you're from Louisiana, it's what was it? Heber, right? Heber. Well, yeah. He was a decent quarterback. Never took him anywhere, but it was a decent quarterback. Bobby.
Yeah, I think Hebert might be better.
Bobby Heber. I wonder if he's related.
What's the
You never know in
This guy.
the way football is.
yeah,
So-
true.
I got this.
Well, there is some. Actually, the show I do on Saturday, my co-host is Camden's cousin.
No shit.
Yeah,
You got the COVID too?
my co-host no, Cam, yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, but Steve no.
No shit. That's pretty fucking
Yeah, that's his cousin. I don't know, but the first cousin, not but the cousin.
Well, that was unfortunate.
Hey,
But he's okay. He's doing better.
I know you're following along on the game there. Can you just let me know who scores that first touchdown in that game?
Oh yeah, no problem. But it's
it
more
happened?
likely that it's going to be Tampa Bay, considering they just picked that ball off.
Well, I'm hoping it's Mike Evans because then you'll just hear the ching machine happening again.
I got no
Yeah,
bets
yeah.
in today.
I didn't like much of the bets at all, but I did get my shit in and lost a fortune last night.
Oh yeah.
Just stupid bets.
All these boosted bets that he's like, fuck it, I'll put $50 on house money. Fuck it, if it hits, hey. Yeah, they've hit once this week.
Yeah, once this week, fucking 4 times last week. But so I got this magazine in the mail today.
I'm sorry.
It's a gift catalog, and I thought you guys would find this real interesting. It's you can give gifts that empower kids. You basically
Empower them to do what?
Uh-huh.
Well, a healthier living and a positive future, things like that.
Right.
So you can basically
How do you
order.
How do you give those to children? How do you how do you just give a kid, here you go, positive future, this one's for you?
Right. Okay. So here's where I think you'll really. I'm glad you
Sounds
said-
like some magic bullshit.
Oh, it's definitely magic bullshit because this is
Is that what
kind
it's called? Magic bullshit?
Yeah.
This is kind of like UNICEF taken to the next level. You know, you see those infomercials on TV, and for 29 cents a day, you can feed a family of 4.
Okay.
Okay. So all the pictures of the children are definitely third world country children.
Okay.
So I'm guessing what you're buying is, going to a third world, and which is a good thing. I think. I'm not sure, but I thought maybe we could purchase one of these and send it to a kid for $110. We can send a goat and 2 chickens to a child.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
A goat
Yeah.
and 2 chickens.
Goat and 2 chickens.
I'm gonna have to check the market value in some of these areas and see exactly what a goat and 2 chickens really worth. I mean, we may be getting scammed. $110 might be way overpaying, but
We can send a sheep for 150,
yeah.
or
See.
or we can buy a share in a sheep for only $50.
I don't know if I want to split my sheep 3 ways.
For $235,
Well,
we
we
can
could
send a
8-bit. I guess we could 8-bit sheep it. I mean,
Right.
that'd be the only way.
we could all get a share. For
Wait, how much is an entire sheep?
150. So
I'd put
50 a
50
person.
up.
Yeah, 50 a person gets us a share of a sheep.
But the sheep needs to be named 8-bit.
I don't know if we get naming rights. That would be kind of fucking cool. For $239, we can send a sheep and a goat.
Yeah, but what if we give it a name and they eat it? Like, we don't know what the hell's going on with this sheep. It's just going.
I don't know.
Like this could be throwaway money.
All
for
I
real.
know is when they shear the sheep each year, I want the wool.
No, they keep the
Yeah,
wool.
they get
That's-
to make clothes and shit too. This is to help them for the future. Like,
Listen, I want my $50 return on investment every year, okay?
all right.
Nothing's for free anymore.
I'm not gonna give you the prices anymore. You're gonna give me the prices.
okay,
Okay.
Oh,
We're going to send, or we can possibly send a dairy trio,
which is a cow.
a sheep
oh.
No, a goat.
and a goat.
What? Did,
Cow, a sheep, and a goat. We can send that to a kid.
How is it?
$375.
Come again?
$375.
Good answer.
Higher.
Stump.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 425.
Louis, you want to give it a shot?
I'll say 500.
Okay. A share of those dairy animals is $50. Obviously, a share is $50. To send
Wow.
all 3 animals, a sheep, a cow, and a goat, to a child so that they can learn how to milk animals, $935.
Oh.
Anybody want to send a dozen chickens? Which I thought can only be sent through the UPS, right? No, United States Postal Service.
No,
Yeah.
remember that. Remember that those chicks are what they have to be.
All right. So let's send a dozen chickens. How much do you think a dozen chickens would cost?
$1,200. 100
Yeah, I was
100
gonna say 100
100
bucks
bucks
a
a chick.
piece.
Good answer. Definitely a good answer. Try it. You ready for this one though? 12 chickens, $150.
Oh, what a deal!
You right? To send a
We're
goat.
sending that. Let's find someone.
Yeah, let's.
I wish you could do this. I wish I could like
Okay.
mail it to like, Sutter. Here. Here's a cow.
Yo,
How
yes.
does it work? What are the requirements?
There isn't. You fucking
You send them money, they say they send cow.
and you do get a gift back. Oh, let's hope it's not a fucking animal. A goat is $85. Now, this is where it gets interesting. You can send a dairy cow. One cow can give up to 5,000 gallons of milk or 80,000 glasses in its lifetime,
Okay.
which I thought was quite interesting. I didn't know that. Any ideas on how much a dairy cow would cost?
One dairy cow.
One, not a share of. A share is $75, by the way.
Yeah, but dairy cow is part of the cheddar roll, and the cheddar roll is only The cheddar roll is only 900. So I will say the cow's
Yeah.
probably 500 to 600 of that.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Ryan, you want to take a guess before I spell it?
Go ahead.
$875.
$700.
Woo!
I was gonna say 900, but okay.
Okay, so what I think we need to do is 8-Bit Bros, we want to raise money and we want to send a farm.
Oh, what's a farm?
28 animals.
Hell yeah, buddy.
2 cows, 2 goats, 2 sheep, 2 pigs, and 20 chickens. 2
Okay.
chickens.
So,
2 pigs.
so
2 sheep.
what fundraiser are we?
So what
putting in order?
GoFundMe do we need to set up?
I don't know. You want to take a guess on what
GoFundMe.
it costs to send 20 chickens, 2 pigs, 2 sheep, 2 cows, and 2 goats?
I'm gonna say 25K.
How many yaks?
Moo. You were close, but like 90% over.
40,000?
Close, but 90% over. 2,500.
$2,620 to send a chicken.
Wow.
Now, there's other things. I mean, I'm just making fun. You can. I don't know how this works, but you can teach a family to fish for $75.
Ooh.
Now look, okay, hold on. Hold on. Here's what I see happening. So what we do is we pay for one of the like streaming fishing channels on YouTube
Well,
Yeah.
to go and just teach this person in the family. It's like, yeah, check this out.
well, here's
This
what.
is how you fish in this area specifically. These are what you're known for.
So for $75, you're sending a fishing kit with things in it like a net, line, hooks, a pole, and a basket. Okay, so teach a man to fish, and he eats for a lifetime, right?
Right.
Okay, but here's the kicker: you can also send a fish pond.
Do I have to stock
Very
it annually?
interesting.
I think they do that. I'm not sure. I don't know. It says okay, $75 for a family fishing kit, but if you want to send a fish pond, it's $240. So what are you sending them? Fucking water in a cup with tadpoles and a shovel?
Yeah, here, make your pond.
You can send fish and chicks.
Did we just get first touchdown?
Oh, did we?
Yes, we did.
And please tell me it's Mike Evans.
It is.
Thank you very much.
Found the money.
So it goes on and on. You can send if you want to send a Christmas blessing, you can send the entire nativity animals.
There you go.
What is that? A
like
jackass,
it.
a sheep, and something else, right? Right? Yeah, the shepherd. Yeah, so it's got to be. It's only $635 to send the nativity animals. You can really fuck up these kids though and send them a beehive.
Why would I want to do that?
That would
If anything,
screw,
I just want to buy one for myself.
Yeah, $200
that
for
would
a
screw it
beehive.
up.
You can send ducks.
I can
You
probably
can
get a beehive for less than that.
you can send 5 ducks and 2 chickens or 3 ducks and a goat. But so as I'm going through this magazine and I'm like, wow, this is kind of cool. I get it. It's funny. You can send. I don't know how this works. You can send hope for sexually exploited girls.
Uh-huh.
Tell him that we've got the list of Epstein's people.
Right?
That's it. They send
You-
them the list and just be like, point at one of these names.
You're right, Kevin.
Here's your hope. We're gonna prosecute somebody.
Right? For $350,
Oh.
you can have a copy of Epstein's Black Book. You can send a house for a mother and a child.
There you
You want
go.
to buy somebody's house?
How much is a house running?
A share of a house, if you wanted to just buy a share, is only $75. But if you wanted to send the whole house, it's $4,500.
I wonder
Uh,
if I could get like a 3D printed house
You can send
that would work at a better price.
maybe it would. I don't know. I think a mud hut works even better because you can build it right on premises. Mud and straw, you're good to go. You can send.
In that case, let's just give them the internet and let them watch YouTube of those two guys that just build all that shit in the dirt all the time.
Right? You can send a sewing machine, $400. You can send a bicycle, or you can send. This is a good one because I want to know how I recoup my cost if I am going to send a small business loan for a hardworking woman.
I don't know. This seems to
That
compete
sounds
with
like
this seems to
prostitution.
compete with the other philosophy they had about sexually exploiting people, and now they're talking about a hardworking woman. And I don't know. I think they're trying to work both edges of the sword here. We gotta watch these people.
Yes, you can send a deep water well
Uh-huh.
and a hand pump.
Of course, why not?
$15,000 to send a.
Now we're getting into the real money.
Oh yeah, there's some things in here that are quite expensive. You can send a mechanicalized water cistern cap that delivers health and hope for $4,200. I'm not really sure how that works, but as you go on and on here, you can send them an organic coffee. Oh no, that's the gift you get. I'm sorry. You can by sending a donation or a gift, yeah, you can get an alpaca ornament.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, you can send them an alpaca. They have wool and milk, right? So that's probably a double bonus. I don't think I would. Yeah. You can get an organic coffee blender.
You know the most expensive price, at least out in the public right now, for an item for the military while overseas?
What?
Coffee maker, 30 grand. It wasn't. It was an espresso maker that a guy worked the logistics team to get him a $30,000 cappuccino machine in a fire base that he was at.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a shit, man. That's a lot of money, but
yeah, got it
Make
shipped
it-
in from Italy.
huh. For $1,260, you can send nets to an entire village.
Guess who it was?
Oh.
Mosquito nets.
Yeah, to help save them from malaria. Who was it?
One of the owners of Black Rifle Coffee.
Oh, okay. Would you like-
while he was over in Iraq, that's what he did.
Would you like help?
One of his fire bases? He was such a coffee snob back then.
Okay, fellas, I got to split, but good night.
Later, Lou. Would you like to renovate and stock a health clinic?
Ooh, how much does that cost?
Want to take a guess?
Is it over or under the highest price so far?
Oh, we're that's a high dollar item.
Okay, so this is over. I'm gonna go 45K.
Ren, you want to give it a shot? Renovate and stock a health clinic.
30K.
50K.
Woo!
50 grand.
Closest without going over.
For $72, you can send 6 Bibles and spread the word of the Lord
Well, I've noticed that
in their own language.
I've noticed that there's only been 2 religious push that you've named so far on this one. So who's the organization that is hosting this glorious giving of hope and consideration to
World Vision.
World Vision? I wonder who the people are behind that.
WorldVisionGifts.com.
Yeah.
You can send Sunday school for 2 children.
Okay, here we go.
Education. Send a kid to school for $500.
Okay.
You can help build bathrooms in the school for $1,500.
That's not bad.
No, some of this was good. Some of it was like, okay. I mean, all right. You can sponsor a child too. Of course, that's $39 a month.
Yeah.
But I thought it was interesting that because I've never seen this before. I've always seen the UNICEF.
Well, it was funny that we brought up the livestock conversation. With me going to UPS, and then here we are with a story that could directly correlate. As far as shipping livestock.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Like this stuff's got to be acquired. Apparently, it's not already there.
Right.
Because if it's already there, then somebody needs to step up their giving access. If we can just buy a bunch of these and send them there, then that's a different thing.
That'd be cool, huh? If I could just like order a cow and send it to somebody. $700 for a cow's pretty cheap, though.
Yes. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. Check the market value.
It's got to be a hell of a lot more than that.
Yeah. What's a we'll call it a dairy cow. And I mean, you buy them right there in New York, New Jersey. They're available in your state. I guarantee it.
Depends on the cow and location. Dairy cows generally sell for somewhere between $900 to $3,000 in our country.
There you go.
So there's your
So
answer.
this is a budget dairy cow that we are sending for
Well,
$700.
You can't send a big ass fat cow to Ethiopia.
It doesn't become a milking cow at that point. It becomes
No.
dinner that evening.
Yeah, it's an eating cow, without a doubt.
Yeah, but
Mike Evans to score the first touchdown of the game.
yep.
Max bet $50, pays out $400.
Woohoo!
Did you take that bet, Ren? It was a boosted bet.
He just earbudded, so he didn't hear that at all.
Oh.
It's like the grass caught fire next to him. He had to go
That's-
over there and pick up some pool water and splash that over there.
We got a brush fire going on over here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how, but
The whole country is burning. Well, not down here
Sick.
in North Carolina. We're good right now. We're not
Yes.
burning anywhere.
cigarette butt will do that.
Like I told you pre-show, man, it was the weirdest thing going through a YouTube video and then all of a sudden flipping over to the next damn, like coming out of the video and go back to the homepage and it's like, yo, check out this fucking volcano. And I'm like, holy shit, there's a volcano? And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, let me find some other sources because, you know, the chat was fucking absurd.
Yeah.
Because it was people from all over the place and all of them are like, what the fuck are we doing? And I'm like, yeah, I agree. What the fuck are we doing? So let me go find out some information about this fucking volcano. And come to find out it's been going off since August 10th. And it was like, what the hell?
Ren, you're back. Got a question for you.
Yeah, did you
Yes,
take
sir.
the bet?
Oh, did you take the Mike Evans bet?
No, I told you I didn't get any bets in.
Oh,
What did I pay?
400.
50 for 4?
Absolutely. Free money.
Nice.
A question for you, Ren. I wanted to ask you a question last week about something since you got a phone, iPhone, and
I
I
was
really
like,
don't.
didn't most people have a phone? Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
So just,
I don't have an iPhone. I have the tablet, so that I don't use it as like a phone. Phone's always in the hand. So you're sitting there with your earbuds on and you're listening to music while you're working, and UPS comes to the door and knocks, or rings your doorbell, or the dog barks, or the toaster bings to let you know lunch is done. Do your earbuds automatically lower?
I have AirPod Pro, so I have a choice of transparent or noise canceling. I usually wear them in transparent mode, so I hear everything around me anyway.
Okay.
I
guess
used to
that's-
like those. I used to like the car radios, which I'm sure some still do. But when your phone rings in the car, it would deafen the music.
Yes.
Yeah.
My Fiat does that.
Yeah, absolutely love that feature. That was the greatest thing.
The radio on the Jeep is horseshit, garbage.
Yeah,
I want to
generally
take a
are.
sledgehammer to it. I want
Yeah.
to take a sledgehammer to it. Now, this is the worst one I've ever had.
Yeah,
So
no,
of
but
all
you know,
the Jeeps I ever
tradition-
owned, this is the worst.
you know, traditionally though, the radio from Jeep is not of much account for the most part.
The Jeep in my TJ, or the Jeep in my TJ was rock solid from the day I bought it to the day it died.
Really?
Did everything it needed to do. It was just a radio with a tape deck. That was all it was.
Oh,
And it
well,
did
that's-
everything. It never ate a tape. The tape deck never stopped working. The antenna was the connection to the antenna. All the radio stations came in clear. This radio and this Wrangler is horseshit. You can't listen to FM radio without it being staticky. The phone integration is horseshit garbage.
Oh,
Oh, I'm about to rip it out and either put in a Alpine or a
Pioneer.
Pioneer.
Yeah, that's what you said to me.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the Pioneer.
Yep. So you listen to your earbuds in transparent mode so you can hear everything, not noise canceling.
No, I very like noise canceling for me would be like even right now I have them in transparency. Noise canceling for me is like if I'm on the bus commuting or I'm sitting in my office and there's other people talking around me that I don't need to hear what they're talking about. I need to focus on what I'm doing. I would put them in noise canceling.
Okay. I was curious.
And when I'm running, I wear transparency so I can hear what the fuck's going on around me.
Google dropped sound notifications today or last week, whatever the fuck it was. And this is why I ask. It's more geared towards those people hard of hearing. Your phone will vibrate, light up, do different things. If, let's say, a smoke alarm or a fire alarm went off, your phone will fucking, however you set it up, flash lights or bing, bing, ding or vibrate. Smoke, fire alarm, sirens, shouting, baby noises, doorbell ringing, knocking, dog barking, appliances beeping, water running, and your landline phone ringing. On the other side, with your earbuds, if any of those things happen, you can have it immediately lower the sound. So, dogs barking. Oh shit. Okay.
That's gonna get that would get annoying if you had a dog that barked a lot.
I was gonna say, can I turn off those sounds individually?
Yes. 10 different noises. Yes, you can pick and choose which ones. Absolutely. Yes.
If I can turn off some of those sounds, then it probably wouldn't be as bad. But
yeah, it's pretty good. Anybody with Apple TV?
Dude, I unloaded a truck the other night that had a Apple TV on it. And then the very next truck I got on had like 40 fucking Fire TVs.
If you're an Apple TV Plus subscriber and got it free with your purchase of a phone or however you got it free, Apple is extending the free trial through February of 2021. If you're paying for it already, then you most likely got 3 months credit, $4.99 for the months of November, December, and January.
That's good for me because I bought my phone last October.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. You will get a credit for 3 months starting in November of this year, November, December, and January. It's the COVID rebate, I guess. That's what you want to call it.
It shouldn't be more than that because COVID's been longer than that.
Yeah, but everybody was 3 months. Like even my car insurance was, reduced for only 3 months. So, man, I mean, that's a good thing. It was Apple doing something nice besides all the other bullshit that they got caught doing. Forcing companies with free software to institute IAP.
The whole Proton Mail thing. Okay, so whether or not that's true,
I'll let you go.
I'm just saying, whether or not that's true, Proton has been going on. This whole Proton thing's been going on for 6 to 9 months now.
Well, it started last year with WordPress.
I'm just saying, this has gone on for 6 to 9 months with Proton specifically.
Yes.
Don't you think Proton would have come out initially and said that? Why would you wait 9 months in to all of a sudden say something like that? Which, I'm sorry, as an educated person, I would say, well, now you're just making shit up to get on the bandwagon with everyone else.
We've known for months that WordPress and hey, weren't alone in being strong-armed by the most valuable company in the world. Reports that 21 different app developers quietly told Ben Thompson from Stratcherry magazine or whatever the fuck he is, that they've been pushed to retroactively add AIP in the wake of those two controversies. But until now, we haven't heard of many devs willing to publicly admit it. Why? Because they were scared. And they're still scared. Even though Apple changed its rules on September 11th to exempt free apps acting as standalone companions to a paid web-based tool from their AIP, Apple explicitly said email apps are exempt, but Proton still hasn't removed its own in-app purchasing because it fears retaliation from Apple. So
See,
yeah,
that still doesn't make any sense to me when you've been embroiled in this whole entire thing for 9 months with Apple and it's been public.
yeah, I know
Like
that.
now you're coming out saying, "Oh, we're afraid."
Well, I think,
You're again, in my opinion, and this isn't like being a fanboy or anything, just speaking strictly business. In my opinion, you're doing the same thing to yourself that Fortnite did. Like everything Fortnite did, they brought upon themselves.
no shit. But it also made the Justice Department, everybody else look at it and go, yeah, we need to get this court case that we've been had here for fucking 9 years now and get it on the Senate floor and break these companies up. Guy also claims
Which is not going to happen. You know that's not going to happen.
It's going to happen. He claims other developers feel the same way. There's a lot of fear in the space right now. People are completely petrified to say anything. So that goes. That's.
I don't
It
see
sounds
why.
like the old. It sounds like the old coal camps.
Well, I mean,
See, I don't understand why.
I think
If you do that, I mean, they can't. Isn't there a law in the books that you can't retaliate?
No. No, you can retaliate. You can do whatever the fuck you want. The other reason why Proton probably didn't say anything is because they're the ones who headed up, along with Epic Games, Spotify, Tile, Match, and others, to form the Coalition for App Fairness. So
well, which Spotify is doing it now just for no reason, considering Spotify can now be a default music player on an iPhone, on an iPad, on a HomePod.
Yeah, but I would.
So what's their stake in the game?
What? Because they got fucked out of millions upon billions of dollars when you couldn't switch.
No, they didn't. They
Sure.
have they're making more money hand over fist than Apple is when it comes to subscription music services.
Well, of course.
So how are they losing millions upon millions of dollars?
It's the money they lost not having it as the default. It's the same way that.
I'm not getting your argument when they have a larger subscription base already.
Look, it's first off, you're not allowed to lock people out of changing a default app on any device. We know that already, a la 1998 when Microsoft got sued up the fucking ass for it. So Apple doing it and not letting Spotify, not letting you go into your settings and go, make Spotify my main audio player, is fucking totally against the rules.
You've been able to do that since Spotify's been around, though. That's my point.
You just said you couldn't.
On a HomePod.
On any, so what? On any device, period. It's against the fucking law. It's against the Fair Usage Act. It's been that way since 1998 when Microsoft got fucked up the ass.
All right, so let me ask you this. If you go to your G device and you say, G device, I want you to make Amazon Prime Music my default music player, will it do it?
Absolutely. I can make anything I want. In fact, my music player.
I highly doubt that.
My music, yeah, I can. I certainly can.
Play Google Play Music.
No, not true. Default for them, if I'm not mistaken, is YouTube.
Well, yeah, now as of yesterday, it's YouTube because Google Music doesn't exist anymore. But you can go in and change it.
Yeah, you can go in and change it. It will do limited Spotify stuff.
Yeah, I don't have something on here.
Yeah, it was limited. I mean, on our home.
My default music player is Music Player, and second is Sirius.
Right.
Okay.
Add Amazon Prime Music.
Okay. I don't have Amazon Prime Music on my phone.
Why do you need to have it on your phone? I'm talking about your home hub, your speaker, your Google Home.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I got to go into Home then and do that. Let me see. How do I do that? I don't even know how to do that. Settings? Is that settings? No, that's Discover. Set up no, create speak group, no, music, manage services, music. YouTube, Google, Pandora, Deezer, Spotify, other music services. I can set it to whatever I want.
Set it to Amazon Prime Music is my point. Are they allowing you to put a competitor on there?
I don't have it on my phone. I have.
You don't have Spotify on your phone either.
Yes, I do. I have my kid's account on here. I have Spotify, I have Deezer, and I have Pandora. I have Google Music Play and YouTube Music. They're all physically on my devices. So I have to install it and see if it shows up here. But I can make my default music right off the bat here, aside from Google, YouTube Music or Google Play. Use other accounts preferred shared device. I can change it to no default, and then I have more music services: Pandora, Deezer, Spotify.
Right.
After that,
And
it
like
just
I said,
says,
I think their Spotify's even limited though.
I don't want to link my Spotify account. Pandora, I cancel. Yeah, so I don't know, but yeah, I was, like I said, just curious as to what it is you can and can't do. But yeah, I mean, the Coalition for App Fairness, that's the big boys who've been fucked over by the bigger boys. I'm not pointing the finger at Apple completely, because this goes deeper. It's Google also. Let's not forget that.
Oh yeah, well, all the companies are going to get brought up on this. I mean, this
Right.
is one of those things that, like, these three big boys are kind of needing to be checked. We have ourselves in a moment in time that is like trying to break up, all the old monopolies.
So, but so that article that I posted yesterday that I read, the guy brought up a lot of really good points in the fact of, like, when these antitrust laws and all of these other monopoly laws were written, which was like the 1800s, the world has evolved since then. That it's not like Ma Bell, where it was a wired connection landline.
Right.
It's now the world of the internet, where choice is abundant. Like, we've all brought this comment. Thump, you and I have brought it up to Webb all the time. You have a choice. You don't need to buy an Apple phone.
No.
You don't need to. You could go to Android and you can do what you want on an Android phone. The
Sure.
choice is there.
That's right.
So the whole concept of monopoly is debased right there, based on the fact of you have choices now. Back in the day, you did not have a choice. You had AT&T or Bell.
That's not where the monopoly problem is. It's not a monopoly on the technology. It's a monopoly on the services. You're locked.
If you own an Apple
the
device,
data.
if you own an Apple device, you're going into an Apple ecosystem. You
Yes,
know
you're
that from
isolated
the
into-
jump.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Yeah, you do. You know that from
You
the jump.
know that
Yeah,
from
no, that
the
doesn't
jump.
yeah, but listen to yourself. You
That's
know
fine.
from the jump that you're
Right.
going into an isolated environment. You
Yeah.
know from the jump that you're going and diving foot fucking first into a monopoly. Is what
Yes.
you're telling me.
Well,
You're
yes, but no.
picking
I
you're
don't.
picking your monopoly, but you have multiple monopolies to choose
Yes, but
from.
no. Yeah,
because-
but yes, but no. Because when it comes to the music services, I could have a choice of using Spotify like Joe D does. Joe doesn't use Apple Music. Joe uses Spotify.
Right.
Marie, she doesn't use Apple Music. She uses Pandora.
Yeah, but on the business,
I use Apple
business
Music.
end of this, any purchases
What,
that were
going
made
to a store
Well,
that I'm
that's what I'm
going
saying.
to
On the
one
business-
store?
on the business end of this, it is no. I'm not talking about what you're paying as the consumer either. I'm not talking about your portion of it. I'm talking about the companies that decide to deal with any of this. You have to buy into these environments to be made available for it in order for your product to be on any level of display. So if they're not making money, they don't give a fuck about you. They want their cut. This is plain and simple. These companies control what data you have access to.
Yeah, but that statement right there you just made goes for the same to Amazon.
I didn't
With all
say
their
that they. I
Microsoft
didn't say that they weren't
and
included in that.
Walmart.
I didn't say that they weren't included in that
I mean,
conversation.
Walmart's not included in this, and they're
Well, yeah,
no
they're right now
different
not
than
included
Amazon.
in it. But we'll
They're just not making the same amount of money as Amazon, so no one's looking at them.
They don't charge you to do anything. You can download apps from Amazon, and the minute you go to buy something, your payment goes to Google or your payment goes to Apple.
No, no. You're missing my point. In the Amazon model, I have something I want to sell. Amazon goes, hey, you can come here and sell it, but we're taking a cut of whatever you sell it for.
Yes.
Same thing with Walmart. You can come here and sell your wares on Walmart.
Yes.
We're taking a cut of whatever you're selling.
Sure.
For giving you a storefront or not a storefront.
Right.
Just giving you the ability to be a distributor within our ecosystem. We're taking a cut.
Right.
Now, that's no different than Google going to Epic Games. You want to sell your wares in our store.
No.
We're taking a cut.
It's totally different.
Or Apple, it's the same thing. You're selling a product.
It's why
Exactly. It's different. I will tell you exactly why it's different. If you, Renderman, set up a fucking Amazon store, you got to send all your goods to the distribution center where they fucking deliver it, not you.
Amazon fulfillment centers aren't like that nationally right now. They're in the middle of a transition to try and get to that point, but they're still not there yet. I see I'm in the I'm in the shipping industry, and I can tell when an Amazon package comes from an Amazon fulfillment center, and I can tell when an Amazon package comes from an outside distributor.
Yeah, well,
like I bought it when I bought my exercise bike. That didn't come from a fulfillment center from Amazon. That was drop shipped from the manufacturer who made the bike.
Yes, through a logistics company, through Amazon Logistics.
USPS delivered it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it follows Amazon's shipping follows some weird models. They don't give them the credit you're about to try and give them about how glorious they handle their shipping. No, they dispatch a lot of it because they don't have the capability to keep up with the amount of stuff that they're dealing with.
Sure, I know that for a fact because the logistics company shows up here all the time around dropping shit off, and I know it's not Amazon.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's the companies that do that are outside shippers.
Last mile logistics company.
Right, but then you've got UPS that's in that market. You've got USPS that's in that market. And then you've got individual subcontractors that are also in that market. Like they have a wide variety of ways that they're trying to get the product to you. I mean, even to the point of drones in some locations now that they've been okay to do it. But their shipping is not grassroots from within Amazon for 90% of it. Like if I decide to sell something there, if I'm a store that decides to sell something there, I don't have to subscribe to Amazon's packaging from their fulfillment center. I don't. That's a tier that I don't have to be a part of if I choose not to.
Okay. Amazon's still going to take a cut of whatever you sold through their platform.
Right. They take a cut for the storefront option, which is what that is now. It's the new storefront, the modern storefront. So that storefront option is where they tackle their money off the base product, and fulfillment centers. That's why you see certain things that are Prime eligible and not Prime eligible. Some of those things are because the deals that were struck with companies to put things into fulfillment centers to make it to where it was Prime eligible, so shipping didn't cost Amazon anything because it was in-house for them. It was products that they received in order to send out, so there was no logistic charge coming in on that way. The companies paid to put their stuff inside a fulfillment center so that Amazon would not pay or not have their customers pay. It makes their item more sellable. And then you end up dealing with individual shippers and stuff like that. Like if you tailor into like wanting to order from a company specifically, that's how you go into the Amazon hole and back out of it.
Okay.
But getting back to my point, it's no different than any of these app stores. You have something you want to sell, you can sell it in my store, and I'm taking a cut.
No, see, okay, what about free apps?
A free app's a free app.
Okay.
If you choose to put in-app purchasing in, which everybody is doing now.
Apple is.
This goes back.
You put in-app purchasing, or you're getting thrown out of the store. This is exactly what the article I'm trying to reference is about. Like Proton Mail or Yen or any other one. Apple told them flat out, you need to add in-app purchasing, even though you don't sell a product. Otherwise,
they sell enhancement features. That's how they all do it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, Ren. You've got an Apple phone on Verizon. So you load up your Verizon app on your phone and go, you know what? I need to add unlimited data because, the babe's using a lot of data on this family plan we have here. Why should Apple get 30% of that? I'm going to change my plan. I need to change my plan. But because I'm doing it on my phone, Apple should get 30%?
I don't think that happens with Verizon.
Oh, well, my point here is that has been what is happening. The problem with the app stores as it is now, yes, it was fine and dandy when all this shit first started. One central location to get your apps. But you know what? I don't need to go to the app store to get shit. I fucking can download my DraftKings update right from DraftKings website. I'll be fucking damned if every time I wanted to place a bet, Apple got a piece of it, or Google, or Microsoft, or fucking Nokia, or whomever. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but you're not paying anybody. I'm not paying Apple a fee for. They're not getting a cut.
All right, so hey Ren, you got the WordPress app on your phone. Do me a favor, bro. We need to change our plan with iPower to upgrade our WordPress. You do it through fucking WordPress, free app, and Apple takes a cut.
If you want to change your WordPress account to an added feature of a paid WordPress account, Apple's taking a cut. Okay, I don't necessarily agree with that because it's a service. If you're buying into an app like, I'm trying to think of like a good example is one of the best calendaring apps on iOS is Fantastical. It's been around for years. It's always been a paid app. So you can buy the base app, which you're paying for up front. It's not a free app. So this kind of takes your whole concept and warps it a little bit. But if you want to get the base app, that's great. But say you want to unlock a certain feature that Fantastical deems is a bonus add-on feature, Exchange integration. Prime example. You can have IMAP integration and all that, but you want to get like business Exchange on your phone to hook into your work email or work calendar. We're going to charge you 99 cents or $1.99 to make that happen.
Okay, they're charging you to add features.
Right. I have apps on my computer and my phone. One of the apps on my computer is a free app on my computer that takes my graphics and compresses them and gives me every single size I need to develop an iOS app, which is like 14 different icon sizes. They'll give me that for free. But if I want to make a watch app icon, I need to spend $1.99 to make that happen.
Proton Mail. For the first 2 years they were in the App Store. It was fine, no issues. That was iOS 2016. But a common practice we see is you start getting significant uptake in uploads and downloads, Apple starts looking at your situation more carefully. And then, as any good mafia extortion goes, they come to shake you down for more money. Quote, "We didn't offer a paid version in the App Store. It was free to download. It wasn't like Epic, where you had an alternate payment method. You couldn't pay at all," he relates. Yen said Apple's demands came suddenly in 2018 out of the blue. One day they said, you have to add in-app purchasing to stay in the App Store. Apple stumbled upon something in the app that mentioned there were paid plans. They went to the website and saw there was a subscription you could purchase, and then they turned around and demanded they add AIP. There's nothing you can say.
What I'd want to know with that is what happened if you. Okay, so I'm a mail person.
Yeah, here's your free.
And I get Proton Mail.
Yeah, it's free. It's free.
And then all of a sudden, now what? There's three. Just remember, 3 sides to every story.
Mm-hmm.
3 sides to every story. And what he may not be mentioning is, at any point in time in their app, just because it was free, did they say, hey, we have a subscription plan? Most apps do that. Oh, do you want to get more features? Do you want to get this, that, and the other thing?
Yes.
Hey, we have this multi-tier subscription levels that you could pay 99 cents, $1.99, $2.99, whatever their pricing structure is. If they're mentioning it in the app, I don't really see it being baseless to say, if you're going to try and sell this through the app, you need to pay us. You need to put it in as an in-app purchase. Google would do the same thing, bro.
I don't think they charge for anything right now, to be honest.
You just said they have subscription plans.
They I didn't finish with this whole thing here, but I don't think they do. There's nothing you can say to that. They are the judge, jury, and executioner on that platform, and you can take it or leave it. You can't get any sort of fair hearing to determine whether it's justifiable or not justifiable. Anything they say goes. We simply complied in order to save our business. Yen said there was a month-long period where Proton Mail couldn't update its app at all, even for security reasons, and Apple was threatening to remove the app if the company continued to delay. So Proton decided to raise the cost of its entire service on iOS by roughly 26% to satisfy Apple's needs, eating the rest itself. When Apple charges 30% extra, we don't have 30% margins. It's very odd to find a business with 30% profit margins.
So they had
to raise the price, and we weren't even able to communicate to our customers that they could get it cheaper from our own website.
Yeah, they have three paid plans on their website.
Yeah, I was looking. Where is it?
Go down to the bottom to the footer. That's where I found it.
Okay.
They have a plus, which is £5 a month because it's a
British company, yes. Pricing, yes.
No, I think it might be euro. €5 a month.
And this is for storage, of course. So I have a product. I have
$5 a month. Hold on, it's messages per day, 1,000.
Okay, so I have
5 email addresses. Someone like me would need at least that.
I'm selling people fucking mail. It's free. It's free, but you only get one email address, 150 messages a day. You can only have 3 folders. I get it. Okay, it's free though. It's free. So someone goes around and goes, wow, I really like this app, and I need to upgrade, and I got to deal with this Proton Mail to get upgraded. I can do it right in the app. Bam, 30% to Apple. What did Apple do? What did they do to deserve? Did they help them build the server?
They gave away free blowjobs.
I mean, really? I mean, did they help build the server farm? Oh, wait. Let me guess.
I guess in turn, those actually weren't free blowjobs.
Well, let me guess. Proton Mail uses Apple Cloud to store your mail. No, wait, it doesn't. No, it doesn't do that. What is Proton Mail doing? Are they the ones running .Mac email address? No, they're not doing that either. What did Apple do to commandeer 30%?
Okay, so $48 a year for the Plus plan.
Right.
Apple's taking $14.40, and Proton is getting to keep $33.60.
Yeah, okay.
Per user.
Right. So Ren builds an app where he's got 6 fucking users, and Apple takes 30% of it. Now you can't even pay the fucking people who developed the app for you. Can't pay them because Apple took.
I highly think Apple wouldn't come after you, making you do an in-app purchase if you only had 6 users.
AIP is mandatory in all apps. Didn't you hear? It's mandatory.
Yeah, regardless.
It's even if you have a free app. Go fire up
a free app that one person is actively using.
Yeah. Yeah. The 30% is above and beyond. Fucking rent in a mall don't cost 30% of your profits. Dude, you wanna rent space in my mall, man? I'll let you open up the RenderMan store. I want 30% of all your profits. Not $1,600 a month in rent. I want 30% of all your profits. It's extortion.
Yeah, that's
That-
that's some very mob type shit right there.
It is. And it's not Apple. It's Google. It's Microsoft.
Well, yeah,
it's-
that's why we highlighted all of them. Amazon, like everybody's got this same steez going on, and we're not saying that it's not common practice, but we're saying
yeah.
maybe we're saying it's about time that shit is brought to a halt.
Oh, and by the way, in August, Apple turned around and told WordPress, wow, we're really sorry we fucked you. So we're going to let you not do in-app purchasing, but we're going to go fucking beat up on Proton Mail some more. WordPress, 35 million websites plus running on the WordPress platform. And WordPress turned around and said, well, fuck you. We'll just ban Apple from all WordPress sites if this is how you're going to fucking do business with us.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of heavyweights right now slinging shit, but
Yeah, WordPress is a free app. You want to put a new post up on your website? You can download the WordPress app. Oh shit, you ran out of disk space on your managed WordPress? Well, you can click on the plans fucking tab right here and upgrade. Apple, hello. I'm sorry. Your consumer needs to do business with you. We need to take 30% of that. No, they weren't buying coins to beat a level in a game. You can have fucking 30% of that. This is to do business. That's the problem I have with it. It's the problem I have with Apple, Google, Microsoft. You want to take 30% of a fucking, I don't know, golden eagle so you can beat the next board in fucking Candy Crush or Angry Birds?
yeah, it's a token market. You take all you want out of the token market.
Be it. But I'm using Slack on my phone. Shit, we're losing messages like mad, and we don't have enough space. Let me upgrade Slack right now. Oh, $49.99 a month per user, and I'm gonna pay 30% of that for the rest of my life to Apple. For what? Because I downloaded the app from their store? Fuck you. I can go get it right from Slack's website, can't I? Oh, no, because the only way to get it is to connect to the Apple store or connect to the Google store. Bullshit.
Yeah, the only way to
That's-
access that data that you may already have control of is to go through their channels. We've talked about it before that when we were talking about like DLC in games and games going digital and what price justifications there would be for the pricing of games on a digital platform versus physical media, and should there be a difference between because of key parts of development that are being taken out, like the physical item.
Sure.
So yeah, and
mastering and pressing and testing and all that.
Mastering and pressing now is a thing of the past. Especially
but
yeah,
but
but
you
we're
were
talking
paying,
about-
but you were paying for that as part of your
Yeah, it was part of-
$69.95.
yeah, it was
Right.
part of the original
Now
pricing.
you're still paying $69.95 for the same game, and all you need to do is go download, put the controller down, and go do something else for about 3 hours.
Okay.
less
well,
than that in a lot of times now.
less than-
Yeah, but I'm just you get my point. Like a game that's
Yeah. Well, let me ask.
150 gigabytes.
So,
How long is that going to take to download?
okay. So let's equate
it's
this.
gonna take a
Okay. Let's take this example and make it work. You're on your console. You're on your PC. Whatever. New game comes out. Okay. There's no more going to the store and buying it because everything's digital download.
Right.
That's the way the world is going. So I fire up my fucking console or my PC or whatever the fuck, and I want to download the what's the game you're playing? Thump.
Oh, right now it's Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact. I want to download that. Okay. So I fire up my console that I pay $39.95, $160, $70 a year to use online. $70 a year just to use it online.
Right.
And Microsoft says, oh, sure, Google, Apple, yeah, okay, you want to download this? No problem. Here you go, press start. And then all of a sudden a big warning comes up on my screen. Sorry, you have to give 30% of this sale to Optimum Online. Is that fair?
No.
Is that fair, Ren?
You know it's not.
No. No.
And that's
That's-
the point of this the main point of the discussion has been.
So basically, what you're saying is all these app stores, Microsoft with their Xbox Store, Google Play Store, Apple iTunes or Apple App Store, whatever it's called now,
Right.
are essentially you want to make them services
Yes,
and not retail spaces.
that's right. They should
Which
be
is what they are now. They're considered retail spaces, just like Amazon is considered a retail space.
Right. They act like a real retail space when they're definitely not a retail space. It's not
I
because
mean, they are a retail space. You are buying a good and a
only,
service.
only if it's a serviceable paid app, like I don't know, Salesforce. There is no
Which is free.
Well, okay, yeah, there's a free version. It's okay.
No. You're downloading Salesforce for free, and if you're going to use Salesforce, you can't sign up for it on the app. You need to contact Microsoft and talk to a sales representative, and they're going to say, how big's your team, and how many seats do you need, and this is what it's going to cost you.
That's right, because
But it's a free app. If you're going to go and Microsoft Office and you just want to buy Microsoft Office, you don't want to pay for Microsoft 365.
right.
You just need Office because you just need a word processor, and all you know is Word because that's all you've ever used. And there you're paying Apple or Google because you're only going to put it on an Android or iOS device. You're paying them 30%. They're taking 30% out of Microsoft's pocket for that because they are housing the app on their servers.
Why? I can get it right from Microsoft. Why do I need to go to
You
Apple?
can't.
Why do
Maybe on your Android can. If I go to Microsoft and say I want to download, or I go to Adobe and say I want to download one app, it's going to be like, oh, go to the App Store and download it.
I didn't say I could. I'm saying why do I need to go to Apple?
Because all of these companies, so you got to remember the whole premise of these app stores originally were created because of the Wild West that the internet was, where everyone was going to SourceForge or freedownloads.com, and they were downloading all this software that was full of malware.
Yep.
And then the app stores came into existence because they were there to be the garden gate that says,
right.
We are going to ensure that whatever you're putting on your device is going to be virus-free and safe for consumption.
Right. Absolutely. I don't.
That's why you have 2 locations to go download your apps from.
Yeah, I think that's a thing of the past now. I think it's all bullshit. I should be able to trust Epic Games to download Fortnite.
But it's not just Epic Games. Are you gonna trust Joe Schmo?
Who's Joe Schmo?
You know, Zing Win, who created a new game app that you want to play. Flappy Birds, like whatever game that came out that everyone's like, oh, dude, you got to play this game. Are you gonna trust them that it's not riddled with backdoors and all kinds of other shit? Are you really gonna trust some third-party developer that's not a Twitter, a Facebook, Fortnite?
If I'm going to fucking find some software on the internet to install on my phone, if I go to a website that's in Chinese and I got to press translate, you know damn well nobody's downloading from there.
I wonder if Tom Brady's having flashbacks right now.
Okay, but if I'm going to get the latest Bethesda release for my iPhone or my Android or my, I hate to say, Microsoft phone, I should be able to go to Bethesda and do that. Oh, but no, Bethesda's going to give me software from my phone that's riddled with malware.
You're missing my point. My point is not the big corporations that you should technically be able to trust, even though it's already come out, and part of this lawsuit against Facebook is the fact that everybody knows that. How many times did it happen to you and I, Webb, where we'll be sitting on the patio, both of our phones are there, brewing beer, and we're talking about some random fucking subject, and next thing you do is you open up Facebook, you didn't do a Google search, you didn't do any searching or anything of that nature, and you're served an ad of exactly what you were talking about.
Sure, because every device listens. We know that.
We tested it in New Orleans when the three of us were together. We were like, all right,
Yeah.
let's have some fun
But
with this.
what does
Let's
that have to
see.
do? What does that have to do with malware infested app on my phone?
People,
it's virtually the same thing.
People trusting where you're downloading the stuff from by having to go to an app store where their bedrock foundation is to make sure what you're getting on your phone is legit riddle free.
Not for 30%. That's highway robbery.
Yeah,
And
see, the cost of
kind of-
doing business is where the question comes into play here, and now it's the cost of doing business is where their monopolyism comes in, not whether or not we, the individual, can trust that the information that we're getting from these suppliers is correct, but the fact that they've gotten so big and control so much data because of how they're robbing all the companies that have by no other means been roped into only using their services.
I guess I don't see it the way you guys see it, because the way I look at it is, if something's going to cost me $2.99, $5.99, $9.99, $69.95, regardless, like that's the fixed price. That is the price of what it's going to cost for me to buy. If I'm going to go and I'm going to spend that money, I'm going to spend that money, regardless of where it comes from.
Right, you're
If
not
I, for
worried
me,
about
on
on the consumer end. It doesn't affect you.
If I can go to one place and do a search and go, I want to see all the apps for Dungeons and Dragons, and I can go, instead of doing a Google search and having to go through all the Google, everything like that, I can go to an app store where it's giving me an icon, a name, and so on and so forth, star ratings, the whole bullshit, all in one place, and I can pick and choose. No. Oh, good user ratings. Okay, yeah. Purchase. At the end of the day, I still spent the same $2.99.
Nobody does that. They do their due diligence. If you're going to go research your fucking app, you're going to go right to the web and go, what's the best mail app for iOS? Because fucking Apple Mail blows. And then you're going to read 4 or 5 fucking articles. You're going to find the one that says, here's the best 10. And then you're going to click a link in that article and download it to your phone. There ain't nobody in the fucking world going, I need a new mail app. Let me go to the App Store and pick that one because the icon looks pretty.
Or
it's got-
it's got 4,000 reviews.
Yeah, it's got 4.7. But let me scroll through and go.
So
oh,
wait,
yeah.
you don't put any credit into user reviews?
That's one of the last tier objectives for me, though, is like I'll look, and if it the very last thing when I go to download the app, it's got reviews. I like to look at several of the top reviews and several of the bottom reviews, so I can get an idea of what fucked up shit am I going to see and how pissed off somebody got about it.
Right, I'd rather go to Tom's Hardware and read a fucking article that tells me why I should or shouldn't consider this app. I don't want to go to the App Store and go, this one's got a pretty icon. This mail program is ... Click here to read more. Oh, this mail program's really good. I used it for 2 weeks. Oh, great. You gave it a 5-star rating. That's dynamite. Go to the next one. I really like this mail. ... Click more. Now, come on. Nobody in their fucking right mind, unless you're an imbecile, is going to do that.
Right. Not on most of your app purchases. If you're actually doing any of your due diligence,
I don't think anybody. Webb, our metrics on WBLZ prove that most people are doing everything on their phone. They're not doing anything on the computer web anymore.
We're not service. So it's I get your point. It's not a good example. I highly doubt that anybody is going to go to their fucking app store to find out how to buy and what the reviews are on Analon cookware. You go into the web for that. You're not going to go, oh shit, let me go to the Apple fucking app store and find a shopping app to find out whether or not this fucking product is any good.
But you're talking about a physical product. You're not talking about a piece of software. It's a bad analogy.
Well, you just said they were a retail space and not a
service.
A retail space for apps.
It's highway robbery. I'm okay with Apple, Google, Microsoft, and whomever, let's just call them app stores, taking 10% of the sale from said publisher. Ren, who's got 16 customers. And all of a sudden, they all get to a point in the game where they need to buy fucking coins to continue. How happy are you going to be that Apple took 30% of all those sales? Are you fucking kidding me? 30%? Your loan shark doesn't charge you that much when you borrow money.
Double compound interest.
Charges the same amount as Epic charges to be in their store, 12.5%. You want to borrow $100 from me? It's 12.5% when you pay it back. It's 12.5%. Oh, you don't like that? Go get a credit card at 21%.
It was like we talked about it before with why Microsoft had to take and bite their ass on the 10,000 per modification to your server. Because it was 10 grand, period, if you wanted to put an update on a game. And so they had to curb that cost. Now it's they take it out of 10 to 12% out of the purchasable of,
which could be even more than a flat 10 grand. If you have
if it's got an extremely large user base, then yes. But if you also have an extremely small user base, which relegated a lot of your indie developers out of the market, this was to be fair across the market. Microsoft makes big money when things go big, and then, they're still making a little bit of money at least when these smaller companies give it a shot.
Oh, and by the way, with the WordPress app, there was never anything in their app to be able to upgrade plans. Ever. Never, ever. In any of
that's a weird feature to like upgrade your service and have to pay to upgrade your service to both people.
I've been sitting here.
Here's
So here's some of the fine prints about the Apple stuff. You don't have to use in-app purchasing if you are selling a real world good or services.
Right. They don't take a piece of Amazon sales to the Amazon shopping app.
Right. And they don't take a piece of 2 minutes. They don't take a piece of Verizon changing your plan. They don't take a piece of anything of that nature. It's strictly of you want an enhancement to the application that you downloaded, you need to pay more. You need to use in-app purchases if you want to buy currency inside Fortnite. You want to buy their bullshit currency to go buy a skin.
Oh, that's right. Here, give me my fucking. Here you go. 100 coins, and Apple, you can have 10 coins out of that. No problem.
Which is probably equal to 30%.
No, they're taking 30 coins out of your 100.
All right, we got to wrap up.
Think of it that way. If you went into the App Store, I got to get past this level. I only need 100 coins. I'll buy 100 coins. I'm sorry, Apple's going to take 30 of those coins. Here you go. Here's only 70.
But what do you care? You're still paying the same amount of money. Whether you paid it to Fortnite or you paid it to Apple, why do you care as the end user?
What if it was taking it away from your purchase? That's basically what they're doing to the developer. Matt Mulweg's tweet. He's the president and fucking guy from WordPress. I'm very grateful that the folks at Apple re-reviewed WordPress iOS and have let us know that we do not need to implement in-app purchasing to be able to continue to update our app. Bad news travels faster than good, usually, so please consider sharing that they reversed course. They were being pressured, told they had to put in-app purchasing in their app, even though they sold nothing. If you don't do it, you're getting thrown out of the Apple Store.
Yep, just like if you don't wrap it up, you don't get an outro.
Yep. I know. We're at. Oh, shit. I opened that. I didn't want to do that. There we go. 8-Bit Bros, Thursday. Go vote. Go watch football. Go watch baseball. Do something entertaining. We're out.